And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A dump down to McKinnon. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's...
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Spins past him, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Gold is able to put it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Manning. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Manning going to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Manning going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Let's go.
Manning to throw. Pass incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake. Garoppolo toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Garoppolo again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum.
And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Manning looking to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.